Back at it once again, all you wonderful people. BP Crew.
Who?
I'm Jake.
Robert. Who?
I'm also Jake. Oh, come on now.
I'm Leon.
Well, it's good to have you, Leon.
I'm also Leon.
I swear to every time. How can you be two people? You know what? Moving on. I'm dead. Okay, all right. Calm down. Today we will be doing everybody's most requested, and by that I mean, of course, Leon, Moonfall. The 2023 classic, I'm assuming? Moonfall.
Sure.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
The 2000s classic, how's that?
There you go. There you go.
So, let's just get into it. Get in it.
First time watch along.
Oh, to be fair, yeah, I've never seen this. I'm actually excited. I love crappy, like, disaster movies, and this is supposed to be the crappiest, disasterousest movie that they've made so far.
You know, this is Robert's one of his favorite movies.
I don't talk about it much.
Right? This is the first time I'm hearing about it. And usually he never shuts up about what he likes, but... All right. So, oh, sorry, Robert.
It's fine.
Yeah, I
think you just run over him every time he tries to say something.
Well, that's the thing. You're jockeying for a position. Nobody's giving you a spot. You got to earn it. It's like a Quidditch team. You don't just give it because you're... Yes?
The constant Harry Potter
I can't help it. I'm actually holding two wands. I found my other one in the car. Apparently the baby took it. So now I got my wand and my backup wand. All that being said, to sync this audio track up to your copy of Moonfall,
I think you've been playing too much of that Harry Potter game.
the Harry Potter Legacies, I'm going to do some video on it later. Don't worry about it. Simply pause this audio track when prompted. Play your copy of the 2000s classic Moonfall at roughly the 50-second mark when the Centeropolis, Cityopolis, Serpopolis logo fades completely to black. Simply restart this audio track and you will be all synced up. So again, pause this audio track when prompted. Play your copy of Moonfall at roughly the 50-second mark when the last movie company logo fades to black. Restart this audio track and you will be all synced up. So go ahead and pause in 3, 2, 1, pause. And we're back. Moonfall. Lionsgate presents. All right, you ready? I've heard nothing but things about this movie.
I've heard no things.
I really haven't heard much. I heard it's about the moon, and it's got Samwise from the Game of Thrones in it. That's about it. There's a lot of studios with their hands in this. And Lionsgate, isn't that a Chinese company?
I have no idea.
2011, how topical.
Well, this is a.
Oh, is this going to say what it actually says?
Yeah. Do you not know what it says?
I've heard a lot of things. Okay. Is that blessed like a priest? You bless things like a priest?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Isn't that what it always said? What was the confusion?
I don't know what confusion you're discussing.
I guess it rains. Oh.
It was that part. The part they're actually talking about right now.
I guess it rains down in Africa.
What?
That's what people think it says. Or thought it said. Prior to internets.
I don't believe that. I think that's just something the guy made up. Come on.
He's not doing the right kind of dance.
I miss the rain.
Well, is there different ones for different parts?
No.
Because it said two different things. The subtitle said two different things.
Because he was singing it.
Oh, okay. So he's purposely singing it wrong?
That's just what he thought it was.
You're singing so bad, you're fucking up the electronics? I can feel that. I've been accused of that more than once.
Well, you peak the microphone. That's not exactly the same, but...
It's the moon, and it's falling.
Who could have guessed by the title of the movie?
Ooh. Oh, it touched me.
Ookie,
Why is she wearing shorts? Would they even let her
stuff
wear
from
shorts?
space.
What are you gonna do? Swim after him? You're in motherfucking space. If he didn't have such weak grip strength, that wouldn't even be an issue.
Ow.
Dropping that one early. Why are we spinning?
Marcus, use your glove like you're Iron Man.
It's a little early for this, but this is what you get for letting a woman drive. I'm just gonna say it. Literally the vast emptiness of space, and she motherfucking hits something.
There's so much shit up in space.
We're gonna say for comedic effect that no, there's not that much stuff.
No, there's a shit ton. Especially in the inner atmosphere. Fuck ton of stuff.
How many things could there possibly be? Couple
Enough
things?
stuff that eventually we will reach a point where everything will be spaced out perfectly, and the second that anything gets bumped, it could potentially take out everything in the lower atmosphere.
That doesn't seem right.
Any low altitude satellites, like anything that's just floating up there. It's fantastic.
What's he doing? He's trying to jumpstart the thing?
I forget what the effect is called, but
It's Aurora Borealis.
this time of year.
Centralized Sully in your kitchen.
Not Marcus.
Hey, look, the moon.
Maybe not.
Did it hit the moon?
He hit the moon.
Oh, Marcus, that was Marcus. Marcus, no! What are you doing, Marcus? Oh, okay. Little H.G. Wells here. Hollow moon, huh? H.G. Wells believed the moon was hollow, and
Wait,
that's where
what?
all the oceans were.
What do you mean believed it's hollow?
Well, he came from a time before
It's
anybody
not.
went to the moon. No, it's actually a metal shell. So there's a funny thing about the moon, right? It doesn't matter how big the crater is, they all are only so deep. So you have craters that are miles across, but they only go a few hundred meters down. So it's like, once you get to a certain level on the moon, nothing penetrates it, even giant meteors. So the moon's like, not hollow, or if it is, it has some sort of shell that nothing can get through.
Like an M&M.
It's kind of like an M&M. That's a good way of putting it. It's kind of like a peanut M&M.
Okay. It's coated with a thick candy shell. Surprised you didn't know that.
Peanut M&Ms? Is that like another quote from one of your old ass movies I don't get? It is, isn't it?
That's from Black Sheep.
How old is that movie?
When he spills all the M&Ms in the car.
When did it come out? Give me a date. What do you think?
Never mind.
96?
Never
The
mind.
year before I was born? Was it? Didn't they get attacked by some
No.
sort of entity?
But it's better to say that than admit that.
Oh, then to just tell everybody that some sort of thing attacked the fucking shuttle?
I mean, what are you going to say? Do you say that to all of these jackasses that are then going to fucking panic?
Well, yes.
A person is smart. People are stupid.
Well, but I mean, keeping it from them's not going to do you any good. What happens when the moon falls? Do you think nobody's going to notice? They're going to be like, this was that thing that guy was talking about. You lying pieces of shit. And then they're going to rip you out of your house and eat you in the streets. People don't like to be lied to.
Fuck you, you little dick.
I hate kid actors in movies.
Kid Hector. Oh, yes, Kid Hector.
His wife looks like a bitch.
I miss the rains down in Africa.
It's blessed. No, wait a minute. But it's not blessed like by a priest. It's the other kind of blessed. Oh, it's rains. It's the wrong kind of rains. Rains like a king reigns. Or like horse reigns. As opposed to like rain that falls from the sky. That was the confusion.
You mean like horse reins?
No. Like the reins of a horse. I mean, it's spelt the same, but it means something different.
Or the reign of a king?
Like the reign of a king, which is also spelt different.
No, it's spelled the same.
No. That's one spelled with an E.
So was reins of a horse.
Oh, then what were you talking about?
What?
I thought you were saying rains like it was raining horses.
What are we doing?
We're talking about that song.
I'm
That
so confused
Weezer
right
song.
now. What Weezer song?
That Africa.
Toto?
No, Weezer.
Toto.
Like the
I
vodka?
hate your generation.
It's Weezer did it. You know that old band. They came out when you were a kid.
The
Right?
oldies band, Weezer.
Even older band. Toto.
What?
Yeah.
I work at a burger place. Why is he wearing a headset?
Oh, pastrami madness. You know all about the pastrami madness.
I had pastrami madness once. It was not pleasant. So when you call NASA, you get the gift shop?
Well,
I mean, if you call in the middle of the night, it's the only thing.
realistically, you're not going to get any engineers.
So I thought this was Halle Berry. Am I racist?
Yeah.
I guess she looked different in the previews? Is
That's
that Halle
That's
Berry?
Halle Berry.
She looks like shit. Holy shit. Where's the Catwoman
And
we
this-
all know and love?
You mean from last century? From the 1900s?
Was that a 1990s movie?
That
It
was
was a superhero movie. Did they even have superhero movies back then?
We had all of the superhero movies back then. They were just awful. Man, have you ever seen The Incredible Hulk?
Like a movie? Like an incredible like the Thor movie?
Like 70s, 80s Hulk. 70s? I
I
guess 70s Hulk.
I don't think Marvel was around back then.
Oh, it was.
There's no way.
That Hulk was far better than this
What was
Bruce
so great about him?
Banner.
Well, wouldn't his name still be Bruce Banner?
Do you know who Lou Ferrigno is?
I do, actually. I have a Lou Ferrigno story. I was getting drunk at Comic-Con.
All of your stories start I was getting drunk at Comic-Con.
Because if I'm not getting drunk, I usually just sit there quietly. There's nothing fun about a story like that. But when I'm actually drunk, I like to get mobile and I like to get in it. I start rattling knobs and confronting people.
And
I got.
Avada Kedavra.
Hey, are you really deaf? He's like, oh, I've never been deaf.
It was actually not me, but the girl I was with was trying to yell his name. And it was pretty funny. It was pretty fucking funny. It made me laugh. Last time I went to Comic-Con, I got pretty drunk. Shocker. And I got into some words with the Nassau people, surprisingly, since we're watching a Nassau movie.
So all the impact craters on the moon are the same depth?
No.
Or none of them go
None of
past
them
a
go
certain-
past a certain point, because some of the small ones don't go anywhere.
So you're saying
But some of the big ones,
You're saying
all
that
of
it's
the big
made of
ones.
metal.
I'm saying there's metal inside of it, something that would stop meteorites from going past a few hundred meters. So I don't know if that's like, if it's full of like those Ponku balls or whatever, or if it's just my guess is it's like a solid shell, you know, and it like once had a molten core, and then it just stopped.
This guy's not on Game of Thrones. It's hard to buy him as a human being for some reason.
This is him, Samwise from Game of Thrones. Look at his old computer. Did you see how big that was? The fuck? The monitor was huge.
The English don't have the same
It was
technology.
a simpler time.
They don't have flat screen technology. He's got to be American. I'm not an actual astronaut. I'm just some guy.
3 months later. I can kill you in there? Jesus.
He's incredibly Irish.
Look at that fake. What is that?
Couldn't even film a person in a helmet drive by an actual location.
Yeah,
It didn't even have to be the
whole
actor.
thing. And it could be anybody because he's wearing a helmet. Wait a minute, that doesn't seem right.
Megastructure.
That actually sounded really good.
He's a musical genius, this Samwise.
I've actually heard this before too. That the vibrations lasted a lot longer than they were supposed to. If it was solid. Yeah, that's kind of a big one, right? You can tell by all the giant waves.
Who would believe you?
NASA probably would, because they have to have. Don't they constantly shoot a beam at the moon?
They know how close it's getting to Earth, or that it's how much further away it is now than they knew. That, beginning of the year.
The Tides one was a really good one, because they're just all of a sudden being noticeably, measurably different tides, which are very much a consistent thing. They bring it up as metaphor, in fact. It's consistent as the tides,
Yeah. Did you see that? Were you paying attention to what just happened? So he got him kicked out, right? But security just, even before he started fighting or making anything, they grabbed him around the arm and the neck and started pulling him out. Because it was acting like, oh, grab him like this, and then he'll start to struggle. But they filmed the part where he went like this, and they put their arms around him, and then he started to struggle.
Good old Roland Emmerich. This is apparently the same guy who did Stargate. He's just fallen off quite a bit.
Well, to be fair, Stargate wasn't that good.
Oh, I disagree. Nah, I guess the setting that is really great.
Well, that's what I was going to say, because it's so old, and no movie like that had ever been out like that before. Ooh. That's like people talk about The Wizard of Oz being so great, but it's like, yeah, because it's the first movie in color. What's the big fucking deal? I watched it. It's weird. It seems like there'd be more singing in it too. There's not a lot of singing in it for it being a musical.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess Stargate is the one we care about most. He also did Independence Day and then Godzilla. The Matthew Broderick.
The Matthew Broderick one? Okay.
The Matthew Broderick. Day After Tomorrow.
In 2012 as well.
2012. He's done a ton of.
Well, I've watched
really
about half
bad
those.
movies, yeah.
But you've seen them all.
What was the one with the meteorite? No, that was Deep Impact or something like that.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Ooh.
Great actor.
Hey, look who it is. The guy from Ant-Man.
Fast talking Ant-Man friend.
So it's that. That's the father-in-law, stepfather. Called it.
He doesn't return her calls either?
He just hang up on her. Fuck that bitch. Click.
I guess rain's down in Africa.
Rain's like horse reins. Like the reins of kings, which are also the same kind of reins horses use.
Did you hear that?
I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy laughing at my own joke.
The guy said something about smoking rosemary helps your short-term memory.
I don't think that's right. He's probably just fucking with this poor demented old woman.
His mom?
Maybe.
Maybe his son. His mom. Who knows? If only the movie would drop some sort of hint.
Yeah, I know, right?
How quickly it said, my son.
Okay. Like with a gun?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of. So it's free shooting time.
You're so American.
Steal a car
Okay.
and go on a high-speed chase.
All right. I think that's already been done in this movie, but okay.
Oh, shit. I was going to say, ask to speak to call the police and say you'll stop the car if you get to talk to somebody at NASA.
You're just going to get the gift shop again.
The police? They're like, okay, we got NASA on the phone.
NASA gift shop. Well, that looks pretty quick. Wait, what? Look, nuke it! Don't you shut up, fucker. What are you doing? Two minutes. What's with all this personal drama? But yeah, this is not the time. The moon is falling.
The world is ending. The sky is literally falling.
Is this a Chicken Little remake? Is this like a reimagined for a new age or
I don't know
whatever?
what Chicken Little is.
It's that old kid's story about an acorn falls on some sort of little bird, and he thinks the sky is falling, so he runs around telling everybody the sky is falling. I think he's short-sighted or something. He can't look up. I forget.
Is he a dog?
No, he's chicken.
Oh.
That's why they call him Chicken Little. He's a little chicken.
Maybe it was a dog named Chicken. I didn't know.
Yeah, you missed your chance, loser.
How do you address the problem of the moon being out of orbit?
Okay, nuke it. No, wait a minute. No, because you're probably just going to break it up, and then a bunch of little moon pieces are going to fall.
Unless
Yes.
you blew the nuke up next to the planet
Ooh.
and then gave it a gentle nudge
All right.
in the opposite direction.
You have to build some sort of rocket
That rockets on the side that's...
that'll shoot the moon in the eye, and then push it farther away. Wait a minute. Snowboats? You're going to go to Aspen when it's snowing? What happens if you lose power? What happens if you lose services?
There's always something to burn. Make rocket go now.
Wait a minute. Are they... Is this the same day? This movie's moving quick. They just got that rocket going.
That looks like a Russian rocket.
I think they said British. European.
Moon Terror. My favorite thing about this movie, Moon Terror.
All right. Oof. I feel like it would really be a lot like that. I can't believe the National Guard would even come out. Just shooting people. Okay. Is this really what you'd be doing? I feel like I'd be out looting.
So why those armed gangs are there to stop people like you from stealing
I
shit.
know, right? Well, what are you guys doing? Oh, we're stopping looters from getting into the gun shop and the liquor store.
Oh, good luck.
Oh, shit. It's like, what was that movie? Which one was it? Demolition Man? It was like that movie, Demolition Man.
How do you know?
That was quick. It's a good thing that guy showed up.
That's 6 o'clock.
Then why didn't they just say 6 o'clock?
Because there's also a 6 in the morning. If you say 1800 hours...
Couldn't you
know
just
that
say
it's
like
evening.
morning or evening?
It's easier. 1800. Meeting at
You
1800.
could just say 6 p.m.?
Meeting at 600 hours.
6 a.m.?
That would be quicker.
All right. Later that day, the European Space Station lands on the moon. It looks like a hole. Was she French? You don't see a lot of them around, especially in space. Kaspersky, whatever the fuck that means.
Kaspersky.
Oh.
I have no clue.
I
But I fooled you.
I was
That's
down.
what you get for thinking I'm right.
I've seen the reels, the Carl Sagan reels. He talks funny. Why was he coughing? Disgraced ex-astronaut. Well, I mean, was he just pouring hot water in there?
He's probably making a cup of tea. He is English.
Yeah, but they don't exist, so. Yes, we've all seen Star Trek. But how do you know?
It's 10 miles?
All right, did you hit something? Uh-oh. Is that the smoke monster from Lost? Use your words.
There's no way everyone would be quiet. It's probably somebody's job to tell them everything that's going on if there's an emergency.
You probably just talked. That guy looks familiar. You ever watch, what was that, Fat Burger or whatever?
Racist.
It's like that. I don't remember what it's. Oh, shit. Is it trying to interface with him? What's happening? It's like Abyss. So here's what that close moon gets you. But didn't
It's
they
just
say
like
it was?
Robert said.
Isn't it? Didn't they say
All
it
the tides
was?
are fucked up.
It was going. The orbit was fixing itself.
You son of a bitch. Thank you, Dan.
Good call.
This is what I would be doing?
Yeah, right? Well, this is pretty much what I do all the time anyway.
Yeah, but there's nothing, realistically, there's nothing you could do. This would be a world
You could
ending
loot.
event. Huh?
You could loot and riot.
What? And risk your family getting hurt?
No,
Or
I'd
worse?
leave them at home. Can't take your family out rioting, looting.
See, I think you're better off with just sitting there smoking pot.
We're pretty fortified here. We can hold up pretty well. We're also pretty far from the ocean.
On the ranch?
We call it a ranch.
Compound.
I like compound better.
Reminds me of butter.
Butter compound?
Compound butter.
Compound butter. Alright, well, he's gone. See
I
ya.
want to see it.
I like the ocean. God, imagine how cold that water would be. California water sucks.
And you're not talking about warm water on top.
No, that'd be cold as shit. Probably
This
40,
is like
50 degrees.
this is water from under the ocean.
It's making me cold just thinking about it. I can't... What are you going to do? The guy weighs twice as much as me. You can't just pull him up out of the water. What was he doing?
Watching the water.
But he can't swim. It's not even that deep. You could just stand up. You can see the armrest right there, so it's got to be below, what, 3 feet? What? 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 She seems like she's making a lot of assumptions here.
Yeah.
Well, when shit goes south like this, you're allowed a little bit of.
Well, this is like brainstorming.
I guess.
So one of those signs says Capcom on it.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Capcom is a huge international agency that's.
You know they make slot machines.
You know they make Street Fighter. This is ranch?
No, I had some garlic and onion.
There's some cheese powder in there.
Ooh, I forgot about that.
I got it specifically put on the popcorn.
Almost has a ranch flavor.
That's good.
Like
The bag was
proper-
punctured, so all the butter fucking leaked out on the goddamn tray out there. Gotta clean it when we're done.
Just throw it in the dishwasher. I like that. Sitting in the dark, loading up a gun. I feel bad for the first person that comes through the door. Halle Berry, boom, boom, boom.
What, you think Data's gonna shoot her?
It's not Data. Did you ever watch the Hunger Games movies? It's President Snow.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, Data.
Donald Sutherland.
Like Kiefer Sutherland?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
It's his son.
I didn't know that. Blam, 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 blam.
You want this popcorn?
No, I'm okay.
It was a good call.
Anal tickle? Did you see that?
What?
It said anal tickle.
It's Halle Berry's band. A little Easter egg there.
Blam, 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 blam. Okay. That was the first day man walked on the moon. How could they see that? The fuck?
No, JFK.
Who are you, flat earther? That was quick.
Wow. That's deep.
I was thinking the same thing. What's that mean? Zulu X-ray, so ZX7? Oh shit. Did I ever tell you they did a what was that movie? The Fire one, Backdraft? They did a Backdraft 2?
Yeah.
It's got him in it. He comes back as the pyro.
Is there a pig squealing fire?
I'm sure. I've never seen it. The Billy Baldwin is, he's like the fire chief. So H.G. Wells thought the moon, before he's so rudely interrupted, is hollow, and that's where all the water is. Basically, the moon's oceans are all in the middle, in the center of the moon, and all the aliens live in the crust. Huh. No girls in the room. Why didn't they just turn off her monitor instead of everybody leave the room?
Go to a slightly different room where she's not on the TV.
Yeah, you could just like, okay, I'm going to cover this.
What would be better if they just muted it?
That would be great, actually.
So that she can hear them,
Yeah.
but they can't hear anything? Damn, that would be fucking fantastic.
How do you know? For all you know, the moon will fall on Colorado.
Why does everyone want to go to Colorado?
It's probably where the end of the movie is going to take place. Would you rather they go to Africa?
Do.
Just like that Weezer song?
Totally purpose. Perfect.
Why are they sharing a room?
Because it's a tiny hotel, and there was enough people that probably filled up all the other rooms. And since he's got a bit of a man crush on the other guy.
They're wearing matching robes.
Well, you know, after a post-coital shower, you gotta put on something.
I can't believe you saved me. You're so brave. Well, it could have been a meteor, right? Doesn't that just mean like flying through space or whatever? Just like something. Right? Off to Colorado. Colorado, Mile High City, right? Wouldn't you want to be low?
No.
But if the moon's fallen and it's going to have some sort of orbit where it's like smashing the top, it's going to be all the high stuff's going to get hit first.
That's fuzzy logic.
Is it? It's closer to the sky. It's not falling straight down. It's
Did
coming
you know-
in hot.
Did you know if you shrunk down the Earth to the size of a ping pong ball,
Oh, okay.
the Earth would be perfectly smooth. It would be smoother than the ping pong ball appears.
It doesn't make my statement any less accurate.
It wouldn't matter. What's going to get hit is going to get hit. That's like saying that, you know, the piece of cereal on the ground, if you dropped a cup of water on the ground, that's going to be the safest, or that would be hit first. Like, no, it's all going to get it.
They stopped caring about saving the Earth from aliens. Is that the kid from Independence Day? So, I mean, let's be real. If you don't send something else into the moon to try to do something, what are you going to do? You're just going to let it hit?
Yep.
We don't have any missions set up, so you know what? I'm just going to go to Colorado. Why are they sleeping?
In a hotel room?
I said, why?
Because people need sleep? What would you be doing?
I don't know, looting probably?
Scarface style, just this pile of cocaine.
Yeah. I haven't slept for days. I don't think I'll ever sleep again. Easy like cock out. I can only sleep naked. So, I mean, you come knocking on the door late at night, you're getting it. That's all there is to it. Full front. What's acetaminophen?
They're glucose pills.
The world is literally ending.
Anyone that does that before you shake their hand, you should be leery.
I'm not a big handshaker.
What are they wiping off their hand? Is it sweat? You hope it's sweat.
Even if it's not sweat.
Yeah.
Even if it is sweat. Why would you hope for sweat? No. I just grab the back of their hand with my other hand.
Shaking the back of their hand.
Squeeze their knuckles really hard. Like, don't reach for me again.
And then they're like, that's the part of my hand I wipe my butt with. Like, really?
Oh, you like a good knuckling too. Pull up the moon, please.
Enhance.
You get one fuck, you can't drop an F-bomb right there? Okay, wait a minute. This is like that Independence Day thing where it's like, this guy's crazy. He said he was abducted by aliens and they did weird tests. And then aliens show up and he's like, see, I told you. Those are the aliens that abducted me. And they're like, that fucking weirdo.
Same guy did him.
The reason I say this is nobody believes in him. Even though they're looking at the aliens that came out of the hollow moon, you know, like, he said it's the alien structure, you know, and there's aliens. It's obviously got some structure to it. But they still don't believe him.
Yes, Brian.
Was that, you think people laughed when he said that? Was that like
Did you?
I didn't. I actually got angry.
I don't think anyone laughed.
I don't think anybody would say that. I also don't think this guy would deny the hero's quest or whatever, right? The hero's journey. Because it's like, you're just going to let your son die in jail, right?
What are you going to do? Break him out so he can die a couple days later?
Go to the moon and try to fight the aliens? I'd be pretty high already. I'd be like, I've done a lot of cooking.
Have been up for a couple days.
So, I'm going to try to get some
We need
sleep.
to go to the moon right now.
Yeah, exactly. I'm ready.
I got a bicycle. Let's go.
It's only, what, a couple 100,000 miles, right? Can't be that far.
I don't even know how many.
You got to go pretty fast to break orbit, I'm sure. Right?
With enough cocaine, you can pedal out of orbit.
Well, maybe not pedal. I'm not much of a biker, but I'd still get in a rocket. I wouldn't, actually. I get motion sickness really bad. See? There you go. I still would have kept it.
Why?
I don't know. What happens when everything gets fixed?
I don't think that. I don't know. How
You
would
don't think
do
there's
that?
going to be money after they finish? I'm assuming they win in the end.
After a major catastrophic event, with all the looting that would go around, it would destroy economies. You'd literally have to start over from zero.
No, there's no way.
I don't know.
You think rich people are just going to give it all up? No. They're going to show up. Money's going to be money.
They wouldn't. But the top 2% would have to worry about the bottom 98%.
That doesn't seem right. Oh, that's pretty nice. You just write the whole thing off, you know? It's fine. It's because it's a mega structure. And physics don't matter. It's magic now. Evil Russian. Josh Victoria, comrades.
We don't expect you to.
She just click this button, click. Okay. I mean, I appreciate it, but it seems a little overly dramatic. Just hit the button twice and then hold this. Training's over. Was that his mom?
No?
I thought I recognized that guy. He's in the X-Men Days of Future Past. He's the one that Mystique takes the form of to try to get the other mutants out of, I don't know, Vietnam.
Okay. I don't know if I've seen that one.
He plays Colonel Sanders in that one.
You know what happens to a moon when it's struck by lightning? Did I say this the line right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Halle Berry even.
Mm-hmm.
There's no other option. Somebody bring him back.
Somebody execute him.
You probably get a lot of sway, you know, because he's going to be one of the guys going to the moon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. You really got to ham it up for the Chinese audience, huh?
You can't discount the Chinese audience.
You can't be like, Taiwan #1, Taiwan #1.
Whoa! Well, Bear. Jesus.
But they're not nukes. Did she bring a nuke too?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
That didn't look like it had any milk in it. Why would the camera shake? What is happening? That looked like a cartoon.
The mass of the moon is wrong.
Apparently it's getting heavier. Was that like the bomb or something?
This an engine?
What? Is that a rocket engine? That doesn't look big enough.
They won't need that much power if it's fucking up the orbit. It wouldn't take as much force, right?
Okay.
Because you'd have the weight of the moon would fuck up.
Depends on how close it gets, I suppose. But
They look pretty close.
does she even have this kind of authority?
No.
Right? Who is she?
Why is everyone going to Colorado?
Why is everybody going to Colorado?
They know something we don't know. It's really nice there.
I've already had to do things, and I was only in jail.
Enough of your personal stories, Jake. The movie's going.
Right.
You see how quickly it took off?
Yeah, I thought it was going to hit the building. Straight to Aspen. Okay. Sounds like the moon's falling. Jesus.
Clowns.
What could the clowns possibly be doing?
Shooting shotguns at the moon.
All those crazy spy balloons that keep showing up over New Mexico.
It turns out it's just been the moon the whole time. Stupid ass clowns.
But now we can't launch because we sent everybody home. Well, I guess we sent everybody to Colorado. Oh, here you go. Just like I said earlier.
Jesus.
You saw how to arm a bomb. You push the button twice, and then you hold that one down.
I would go.
You would have to. You don't have a choice. You're going to go hide in Colorado? Beautiful, beautiful Colorado. Like the sparrows of Capistrano. I wouldn't trust it.
Ooh, so they're going to take this random jackass.
No. What is happening?
She's usurping command.
Is that supposed to be another joke? I get motion sickness.
Yeah, well, you have IBS too. Quivery colon's what you call it.
Quivering colon?
Mm-hmm.
They have diapers.
Broke bears blowing raspberries.
No, it's the IBS kicking in.
Oh.
Oh. What do you think zero gravity would do to your bowels? What about your acid
You know, that girl's
reflux?
kind of plain looking.
I'd still do her.
Clowns?
I think it's the boy. Text Stephanie and tell him to grab her boy. Is that? I don't think people say things like that. This fucking kid.
If we ignore it long enough, it'll go away. Robert's got a typewriter over there.
But you wouldn't know how to start it. Look at how wide it is.
My racer's got a wide stance.
Yeah, right? I feel that. It's a good thing the cell phones are still working. We're going to
Don't put that on me.
sunny Colorado.
Wasn't there that base, that mountain that's dug out? Isn't that in somewhere in Colorado?
Is that also from Deep Impact?
No, that was Montana. I don't actually know.
I feel funny. Just push the fucking button. What the hell?
876543221.
Make rocket go boom now.
That's two Simpsons references in one day.
Is it the same Simpsons reference twice? You see how fruity that guy runs?
There's no gravity. Or low gravity. Or
20% gravity, they said. They said 80% of the gravity would be from the moon? Or something? 80% moon pull? Why'd the kids stop driving?
Why is he flying towards the water?
Oops, I'm sorry. I forgot what we were doing. Easy. Easy. Yeah, they'll be fine. You rocket better get moving, though.
Bullshit.
We put the rockets out. I can't believe we stopped driving. Now the wave's going to kill us.
And nobody got a picture.
You
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
idiots. The little kid should be all pissed. You stupid son of a bitch. Are none of them wearing seatbelts? Ugh.
It's a good thing they've established this kid can drive.
He got caught. It's that coolant leak they were going on about earlier. Thanks. You didn't even wait to break orbit.
So that thing holds fuel for both the rockets, right?
Yeah.
And then it has its own thruster on the bottom.
I didn't see no third. There was no thruster going.
See, that's what I thought that. I don't know.
You can see it tumbling in the background. There's no thruster on it. Just a big tank. I can't believe that worked. Mega structure. How do they work? All right. Let's see this guy's bowels go.
I wasn't lying.
Why does he have his phone?
Why does his phone still work?
There were not supposed to be electronics.
Oops. I don't think phones count.
They got those old suits because they didn't have the electronics. Because they didn't want the thing to react to him. Why would he have his fucking cell phone?
Did they just drive all the way from Texas to Colorado? One tank of gas?
Sure, why not?
Your acting is horrible.
That would be funny. You know, Mike Campbell has rice tattooed on his chest.
Yeah, but he really likes rice.
Yeah, but they told him it meant strength.
It means unity from behind. He just got his clearance right now.
Because my ex-wife would.
I still don't understand where the Chinese girl came from.
China.
Is he flying the ship?
Yeah.
Also, I kept getting an erection.
Is that a problem?
Yeah, when you're in a spacesuit, hell yeah.
Oh.
If you're anything like me.
This is just like a list of reasons why I can't go to space.
Yep.
Kabrisky.
Oh, that was that thing that I was saying earlier. I saw the aliens too.
Got a little confession to make.
Slowly. I don't see no blinking lights.
One of my old coworkers believed that the moon was a satellite, that it was hollow, and it was put there for some reason. I don't know.
I like how you went with the whole fake story before just pulling a gun. Hi, my name's Jim. I'm here on behalf of...
What? You gonna rob a kid? Idiots.
What?
I'm assuming he's just going to follow them and then come upon their camp and shoot them when they're sleeping.
What should be the...
I probably
Correct.
wouldn't have let him get so close. You know?
End of the world situation? Fuck no.
Yeah, when they have the roadblock like that, be like, oh, okay, I get it. Start slowly backing away.
Blam, 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 blam,
Yeah,
blam.
exactly. That's a good way to catch a few rounds. Nobody can do that kind of math, bitch.
You should at least pull like an abacus out or something.
Are those pieces of the moon?
Do. It's the rains in Africa.
Everybody huddling in Aspen. They're fucked now. I told you the moon fell on Aspen. You notice it struck the tallest mountain first? You see how that works?
It literally blanket everything in asteroids. Meteors.
And we're dead. How do you make the moon, how do you make it gain mass? Because it's like, at best, you could harvest it or whatever and use that to make things, but you wouldn't gain anything from that.
I don't know. I mean, alien technology, black holes,
Oh, there you
collapsed stars, who
So-
knows?
go. Why did we fly into this asteroid field?
We're so stupid.
That's for when we get home. Should have restocked on pills. I'm sure they give you whatever you want.
One pill makes you larger.
And it's like, yeah, that's your answer to everything, Jake.
LSD?
No, it's restock on pills.
Oh.
Ah, it's the motherfucking moon! Run, it's coming! See? You go to Colorado, it's so tall. Boom, told you. Called it.
I mean, I'm not saying that isn't the logic of the movie. It's just, I don't think it'd work.
Nope, see ya.
I honestly think that you're right about them getting a Chinese person just
Just to capture that market.
yeah.
And why the kids cussing in Chinese and stuff.
Yeah.
If they have a little colored boy saying swears in Chinese, that probably has them rolling in the aisles over there. Making all those jokes. Oh, it says dumb white boy.
You know they're only allowed to laugh for 3 seconds at any one joke.
Oh, okay. That
By
makes
Chinese
sense.
law.
That makes sense.
Fact. Chinese
Stupid
did it first.
CCP. Turn off your phone! What the fuck is wrong with you? That's not how it works. I like how you can hear it powering up. Because it's old, it's like one of those old-timey cameras.
So that sounds like a Ghostbusters backpack.
It looks old.
Wait. So their solution is to blow up the moon.
No, just the monster. So they're going to shoot it in there because they're assuming that it's the electronics that are attracting it. Well, it was his fault.
Meteor whooshing. The moon's attacks have subsided.
That was a vicious moon attack.
A moon terrorized.
See, that's probably a pretty good start. Go look around the camp for your truck. Then once you find it, sneak up from behind and shoot them in the back.
Shoot the moon in the back. Play out.
Do it now!
Get to the chopper!
Do it now! You couldn't just pull the battery out? Your flashlight!
Why
Turn
would
off
you
your
thought it was a
flashlight.
good idea to take the phone anyways?
Take some pictures. I like the selfie thing because he's comic relief, so he's got to do all the funny stuff.
That's not funny.
Like take a selfie in front of the moon and say it's on airplane mode. Okay, so now what? Well, why didn't they already shoot it then?
That's fair.
I hate to break it to you, buddy, but you failed.
What's the... That reminded me of that stupid Armageddon movie. I don't fail! He's...
Uh-oh, ticking clock. Dude. Less than 2 hours. Karen.
Figures it was a Karen. They're defending... Those people are defending the entire town of Aspen. See, this would be a terrible idea. I would be afraid of avalanches.
Yeah, you want to get low. You know, sea level, but, you know, maybe 1,000 feet. I'm thinking Phoenix, the Valley.
Why do you always want to go back there?
Because it's geographically isolated, surrounded by mountains.
It's a lot of jackasses there, though.
Means the air's leaving, idiot. Bomb shelter.
Tell us the idea.
Well, but you just said basically is you need somebody to be in the machine when the thing comes. So you're just going to die. You just need somebody to go sacrifice themselves. Problem solved. What if they don't use ICBMs?
My phone was on that.
Alright, time to see what the moon looks like on the inside. This is purgatory?
Really?
He's really talking up his,
Yeah, written by Roland Emmerich. He's like, oh, this is the best thing ever said. This is cooler than anything that's ever been in any movie. Always? I mean,
what are they looking for?
Oxygen masks.
Quit shining at my eyes, asshole. Go a little quick there, don't you think? What if there's like a turn or something? You'd never be able to stop. No. What are you, stupid? Do you have any idea how fast we're going?
Roland Emmerich, director of Universal Soldier.
All right. Which is, I keep saying we need to do.
He also did The Patriot, apparently.
All right.
The what?
The Patriot?
Oh.
You mean you've had brights the whole time? He sounds kind of like Lego Batman.
He is Lego Batman, jackass.
Job is Lego Batman. This is no Job. This is the guy from the Insidious movies or whatever.
I thought he was Lego Batman.
Did you ever watch the... No, it's Job. Did you ever watch the one about the grass? Where it's the family gets taken by the grass? And the grass has like time jumps in it. I don't know. It's grass. It's grass, and he gets possessed by the grass, and he becomes grassy.
Are you still talking about
He had a stroke 3
Arrested
seconds ago.
Development?
It's not Arrested Development. I'm not talking about Joe. I'm
And I
talking
didn't
about
have a
this guy.
stroke.
I'm not going to answer the stroke part yet.
It must be. I like how because they're not from like a warm environment location, they're like, quick, layer up. So they're like, okay, beanie. Done.
So he cocked that shotgun again.
And again.
Blade, 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 blade.
Yeah,
Take
they've
off your clothes and go in the snow.
They already had weapons and already threatened to shoot him. So.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. He would be so dead. Like I said, I'd make him strip down naked and get in the snow. Blam, 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 blam. You're just going to leave them there to kill the next group of people that come by? They don't even have a vehicle big enough to carry everybody. They take 2 cars.
He's flying awfully pointlessly close to stuff.
And really fast.
Look, just aim for the middle. Just the middle. As
No, yeah.
far away from everything as possible.
You want to hug the wall. That way you don't notice you. A lot of lightning in this moon.
I think Neil deGrasse Tyson saw this. And I think this movie he actually enjoyed. He thought it was a fun movie. And a lot of the math actually checked out. So, like, I don't know. He enjoyed the movie.
It's true. Those other 2 were taking that pretty calmly. I mean, look at... What is this? Okay. Aliens are real. The moon's some giant superstructure. Look at this crazy fucking thing. Like, now you'll be alright. Oh, he's dead now. But he was right! He believes in aliens, that crazy fuck. You're literally seeing everything he said true to life. Nah, it's fine. Now, I might be stoic, but I ain't that stoic. You broke it. It's like the rover doesn't want to die. Hit the bomb! Hit the bomb! Hit the bomb! Hit the bomb! I think I saw, what was that, a 5 on the wall?
Is that like towel riding?
There's good aliens, and that's the Voltan.
Dead.
They're taking the vacuum of space surprisingly well. Is it going to be the aliens from the abyss?
All?
Go big or go home.
Well, I mean, it is the moon. I mean, how many nukes do you think it would take to blow up the moon?
All of them. See?
Should have killed him.
At least maimed him a little bit.
And we had sent him out into the snow naked.
I would have disabled their cars.
Ah! The moon! It's coming right for us!
That would have been the best thing to do. Disable both their vehicles.
Yeah, with his shotgun shots to the back. Didn't they just take a bunch of guns from the last time?
Eco Sport.
But he's not that great of a driver. He got caught. Right? If he would have ran away from the police and got away and then got caught or something, but no. Didn't he even crash the car? But was he that little?
He was tiny. He was scrawny. I think that's what he means by little guy.
Well, okay. Why not just take other oxygen? They didn't take all the oxygen tanks.
Well, now it's a matter... Oh, perfect ramp. It's almost like this guy directed 2012.
Never seen it.
I think he did direct 2012.
I think that was one of the ones, yeah. That was definitely on the list.
Written by, I don't know, directed. Written and directed. 2012.
Oh.
I love you, son. I'm sorry for what's about to happen.
Why are there birds flying at night?
In the snow?
Why are there birds flying at night?
In the snow?
It doesn't matter about snow.
It does. Birds can't take the snow. That's why they fly south for the winter.
Not all birds, but
You say what, pigeons or
birds
something?
don't fly at night.
It's
other
true
than
because they can't
owls.
see.
Imagine how terrifying that would be.
A bunch of owls.
Or an eagle.
All right, night eagles.
I fought it.
Irritable bowel
IBS.
syndrome.
Who? That's not a flattering outfit, is it? Way to keep up. Are those the ships they're going to fly away on?
Indubitably.
This is
Hey,
literally...
that got a laugh out of you?
Well, because it's so much like the H.G. Wells story. Because it's called The First Man on the Moon. First Man in the Moon is what it's called. But there's two of them. There's two guys. So and that's like a joke they make in the fucking book. Even though I guess it's a short story, to be fair. They instantly get separated. That's what happens in the book. What are you going to do? Walk away? She makes a lot of assumptions. I kind of like it. I think that is tout writing. So you think there's robots? There's like friendly robots and other kinds of robots, even though they were growing food.
Are you familiar with the Venture Brothers?
Right.
I'm thinking like a helper.
All right, here we go. Oh God, what's that movie called? Interstellar.
Intrepid. Oh yeah.
What do you think? Contact, maybe?
Contact. There you go. Where it shows up and it's her dad or whatever.
Yeah.
It's purgatory. Have you ever seen Venture Bros?
The bourgeoisie. Wait, what?
Have you ever seen Venture Bros?
Yeah.
They make this same joke in Venture Bros. Oh, do you want me to show up in my real form? Fine. And then he takes off his mask and he's like an unspeakable horror. He's like, is that it? If I showed up like that, would that have been better? That guy literally crapped himself.
Keep in mind, we're up there, we know what we're doing, and we're looking out for you stupid space apes. Bye. Yeah, whatever.
These are the aliens.
Alright, I'm watching. Now let's see what they look like. So these are like the Atlanteans?
Oh, thank you. Oh, AI.
That would have been great. I noticed all these advanced aliens are Chinese. We got a sort of Brainiac situation going here, huh?
Yeah, yes, literally 1-for-1, this is Brainiac. How little Roland Emmer cares or knows about anything. It's pretty impressive that he made it as far as he did, being a special needs man.
Especially after you name that list of movies. A lot of it actually starts making sense after you go like 2012. And all those other examples.
What war would there need to be?
There you go.
But why would you ever be considered a threat unless you attacked first?
They probably didn't like the way it was being treated. Because even though it's like an Alexa or whatever, still sex robot first.
Mmm.
Earth. E-Earth. That seems weird. You've never read the Dalek books, have you? This is basically like the Dalek story.
So what about evolution?
Nope. God made us all. Then made AI.
This higher power made us perfect. We've been that way ever since. What's happening now?
The sphere is floating around the
Oh,
Earth.
this is how it's making the Earth do things? But like trillions of years later? This is so like that Dalek.
Not
book.
trillions.
Billions? Billions of years later?
4.5 billions?
Okay. I want to go home.
So did that weird AI thing find the moon and attack it?
That must be what's happening.
Well, that's what the hole is. So it dug its way in there.
So here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. You're talking about billions of years. This is just stupid. It's like Necron timelines. You can't have it like 20,000 years ago, and then they just landed on Earth, and then, you know, that's where mankind came from. 200,000 years ago. Really? The planet had to make, the moon had to make the planet? You're talking, and then they make the dinosaurs, and then kill off the dinosaurs, and then how many ever things...
Playing the long game.
Apparently. You're saying the AI hasn't changed in billions of years? This AI monster or whatever that's attacking the world? Drop kick? And just to get the people? I mean, the dinosaurs and all that too? This is like Prometheus stuff here, you know? Billy was right.
Save the cheerleaders, save the world.
Oh my god. I was trying to think of where that was from, and I was like, save the something, save the something.
Prince Heroes, yeah.
And in that Dalek book I was talking about, they take an astronaut and they take him into the moon. The moon does, because it's like the AI has gone crazy because it's been alone for so long. And it gives him basically captain status. So he can then control the moon to do stuff. And so this is the kind of thing he does.
Who?
The guy from the book. But that one, unlike billions of years that pass, it's more like what I said. Where it's like people came tens of thousands of years ago, 100,000 years ago, or whatever, you know. A couple 100,000 years. Boom. And then it was like a ship. And there was a mutiny on the moon, and they went to Earth to get away from it or whatever. And then their descendants are the people that we have now, over a couple 100,000 years, tens of thousands of years. Did they fix the ship while they were gone?
It's a new ship. Or is it the...
It looked like their old ship.
Oh, maybe it is.
Oh, I forgot about that. Checks his watch. It's like 12 hours later. Fuck! See, that is their ship.
Yeah.
Okay. Do it now. Do it now. Do it now. This is perfect. Do it now. Do it now. I don't understand what he's waiting for. Huh. Shouldn't the pilot have said that? Ludicrous mode.
That's from Spaceballs. You probably haven't seen it. That's a good watch along.
I've heard it. Of it. I mean, it's one of them. It's one of them Mel Blanc. One of them Mel Blanc joints.
Close enough.
It's real grandpa stuff.
Don't take big panic breaths, you dumb cunt.
I don't think hers would go faster than anybody else. Did they lose people?
It depends. If she's sitting there going like this and panicking, she'll use oxygen faster than somebody who's breathing normal.
This is all your fault. Because of you, I had to die. You really want to scar this bitch before you die? Come on. It's just so cold.
Why would they all leave him? Why would they leave the little girl?
How long do you think a tank of oxygen is good for? An hour?
Fuck, I don't know.
They're missing a bunch of people. Like a bunch of people. Half their group is gone.
They're ahead of them.
Wait, I don't think so. I think they lost the Chinese girl and the little black boy, too. There's like nobody left.
Space is very loud.
What? What? Do it now! Why aren't you doing it? Or are they leading it outside?
To the defense. Look at all those ships.
Yeah, he's really fucking up shit. Oh, is he making the ship shoot?
Why would they have kept...
Blame, 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 blame.
But
Why didn't you guys stay closer?
could have tied each other, like, kindergarten
Yeah, ropes.
style. You hold hands, you get some rope, something.
I mean, if we're in a survival situation and Robert goes, I gotta take a piss, we're not gonna keep walking without Robert.
Look at this stupid bitch. She's about to leave all of her kids to go looking for her ex-husband.
This is why you don't split up. It's like if you have to go to the bathroom, we'll stay within earshot, but you go to the bathroom.
Yeah. And again, they should all be tied together.
You're shut of my voice, you're shut of the piss sound. Which one? I need clarification.
Voice.
Oh, that's pretty far. I'm loud.
I'm boisterous.
Yeah, but at least if I go, Robert, you can go, leave me the fuck alone. I'm still pissing.
I'm still peeing. So, how do you come back from something
Where's
like
the
this?
closest one?
I'll send you the address.
Okay.
Oh, there goes Starlink. That's where they're going to nuke it?
Make bomb go boom now.
He said on 3, and then he said 3.
3.
He should have broke the key off.
Oh, that'd be great. How does he not already have a gun?
On base, maybe only security has guns.
This
Kinda
is when
like
they decide to
prisons.
shoot the moon.
That's what I was saying. I guess they had to wait until it entered the atmosphere. You notice all the tallest buildings are going down.
That's not the atmosphere. That's like...
Yeah, that's a bit more than the atmosphere.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's right fucking
Oh, maybe
there.
they said the stratosphere?
Stratosphere?
Strobosphere?
Do you know how high up that goes?
60 miles?
Actually, you're probably right. I think it's 60 or 100 miles up.
I think it's 60.
forget.
No. It's been ready this whole time. Send him. Told you. They're just gonna leave him. Quick, get in the rover, Casey. Gets in the rover. Boom! Ejects the whole thing. Well, except when she divorced you. Took your kid and left.
Does he even know the sound of your voice?
I love you too. You're my Samwise. Even after he was proven right and true, people were still giving him shit about it. No! I don't even know her name.
We're running out of time. Just die.
Well, until they start shooting nukes. The last thing he said was, I don't believe your crazy stories. He saw the megastructure inside the moon and said, I don't believe you.
I love you, Harry.
It really needed a moment like that.
That was it.
No. He just said, I mean, they didn't even wave. So that's the upgraded bomb? It just glows a little bit? It's like a post-glow effect? You couldn't even put like some ribbing or glowing lights or something on it?
Some ribbons.
How come that's not illegal to say you're a doctor when you're not? But saying you're a lawyer when you're not is illegal.
Because lawyers have a way better lobby. Because doctors have to provide their own insurance.
It also depends, I think, if you claim to be a medical doctor. If you claim to be a medical doctor and you're not, I think bad things could easily happen to you. Or if you have like a doctor in mathematics, that's completely different.
I think that's where the MD comes in. And they're dead. Run, the moon's coming!
The moon's going to help us by making this lighter?
It's nice how it fell on him but didn't kill him. See? The mountain, how high it was? I'd be sitting in sunny Arizona, sipping on my Vicodin milkshake.
Damn, our military tents didn't stand up to the moon!
Was that a boat? Where'd that boat come from? Oh,
We
it's a
got
train.
boats.
Oh, there's the rest of the train. It like pulls them back into it.
They can use the lack of gravity from the moon to jump far.
I can't believe how many collisions. Oh, I don't want to make this joke again, but so you shouldn't let a woman drive?
Yeah. At least she's not an Asian woman.
I'm gonna get you home.
She might be half.
Alright. God.
What the? Where'd that come from?
The moon? It did.
Okay,
It literally
I guess
came
that's-
from the moon.
I guess you got me there. All right, so wait a minute. Hold on a second. Pump your brakes. So was
Did you say pumpkin breaks?
okay? Pumpkin brakes. So the alien thing was making the moon crash somehow.
Yes.
Okay, and now that the alien thing's dead, the moon can now just right itself.
It's got engines.
It's also got an AI inside there that's working with people, and then there's an AI that was trying to destroy all
Yeah, but I
humanity,
mean,
which
so
I don't
how is
understand.
the bad AI steering the moon into the planet?
It has a body and it can physically damage systems.
It was like pushing really hard on one wall.
Like fucking with the gyro thing inside? I don't know.
The gyro, what have you?
Gyroscopy.
I can't believe he survived that without wearing a seatbelt. Oh, he somehow
What
got a
was that?
seatbelt on? How do you get a seatbelt on? Where's the girl? Is that the Chrysler building? What is happening?
That is the Chrysler Tower.
Is that in Denver? Are they in Denver? You want to bet that
Ask
they're
them.
in Denver? The kids are okay. The moon went back to where it should. We did it. We fucking did it. Did they used to date or something?
He's like, giggity.
She's awfully plain-faced. And she's like old. But I'd still do it. I'd be like, put on your cat mask.
Get that stun double up in here.
That poor guy.
We should have sex right now.
Well, that might be a little cold.
I promise it's bigger.
Let's go in the Chrysler building.
It's cold.
Look at how straight-faced they are. Here's the thing, is they're not even acting like they believe it. You know what I mean? This whole time it's just been like that. That seems like a pretty hot landing.
For no reason.
Right?
Hey, I just survived a global catastrophe. Watch this. Look what I can do.
It's like the equivalent of doing a wheelie in a helicopter.
Yeah. Why though? Like,
How did they meet up? How, what?
They got shit out of the moon
Okay.
in Colorado.
Of all
in
places.
Aspen.
And then the helicopters just picked him up, and then they just went and found their kids? Oh, maybe because he has that satellite phone?
The helicopter was in. That's where everyone was trying to go. Was Colorado. So that's where all the military was.
What's
I'm not trying to justify it. This
That's
is a
where
shit
some of the
movie.
military was.
Huh?
That's where some of the military was. How far is it from Houston, Texas coast to Colorado, the
1,000
Rocky
miles?
Mountains.
1,200?
It's got to be quite a distance. You ain't doing that in a day, right?
From Austin to here, it's 1,200 miles?
It's,
1,400?
let's just call it 1,000 miles, right? What do you think something like that's going to take to drive? Especially in post-apocalyptic conditions. You ain't making that trip in a week. All right, let's see. They couldn't even just let him die. Now he's the moon. Kick.
Nah.
Oh, Mama. That's all I ever wanted to hear. Huh. The British is really coming out of him, huh? Called it. I am the moon.
That's rape. He did not give his consent.
Doesn't matter if you like it or not. Still rape. Uh-oh. So is that...
Roland Emmerich, you son of a bitch, you did it again.
You sold that same fucking... For 3 decades now.
He's been pawning off the same movie. Every single movie.
That was rough. Like I said, it was like the actors didn't
story
even
than
care.
Titanic.
Well, who was the love story? Oh, the son and the Asian chick?
Yeah.
All right, I can see that. There was some banter there.
Wang. The Chinese. There's a lot of Chinese people.
All right, my favorite part.
Who are we doing that for this one?
Yes.
So Moon Terror for me.
Okay, Moon Terror is not bad. Mine's kind of in the same vein. When the first set of astronauts went up to fight it, and they all got hencha style taken advantage of by those robotic tentacles, that definitely got the mind a buzz. I'd say that was probably my
You've
favorite.
always had a thing with tentacles.
Who doesn't?
I don't.
What's not to like? They're
I don't
big,
think-
they're thick,
I don't think
Girthy?
Robert likes tentacles.
they can get places.
I've been a bigger fan of tentacles than you know, buddy.
Jesus. I'm learning so much tonight.
His first son was an octopus.
What?
Nothing.
Okay.
All right, Lee's favorite part, I'm going to say the acting. Because I didn't believe any of the people thought that they didn't even seem like they were acting.
No, Halle Berry wasn't trying at all.
None of them were. The main guy, like...
No, he wasn't.
Stuff was happening, like world-ending stuff.
Maybe that the Mexican stepfather a little bit tried at first.
I think he just gave up. He realized what a crap.
At first, he was
Crap
like
bucket
arguing
this
the
movie
phone
was.
kind of a bit. But after that, yeah, it was nothing.
My favorite part.
If you had to pick just one. What,
You son of a bitch. Why are you always messing with it?
I didn't do shit. That wasn't me. Oh, maybe it was.
Futam.
Don't put that on me. I didn't do it.
Utamami! Oh, jeez! Oh, yeah.
You literally farted over there.
Not me.
Or you have food rotting over there.
I don't like to eat out here.
Well, that's weird that your chair would smell like rotting ass.
Don't even. You spend more time sitting in this chair than I do. It's a bold card to play there, Cotton. You still never said your favorite part.
I'm thinking there's a lot
Are you
to
still
hate.
even recording?
Yeah,
I can't tell on your new phone. I don't see a red recording light.
It's up there.
we're good.
Ooh.
How are
Robert,
you?
Did you have a favorite part?
I just said it.
Okay.
Moon Terror.
I'm stalling.
Oh, I thought you were just genuinely ignorant. Ignorant.
It can be more than one thing.
I could be both.
Those aren't mutually exclusive. That was rough. That was a rough 2 hours.
Okay, I think
minutes.
my favorite part
Yeah.
was get closer to the edge. Or get closer to the wall as they're going down the hole. Like, why? To what end?
I can't believe how much stuff they hit on the way in. There's no way the ship would survive one of those impacts,
No.
let alone all of them. I think if I was going to go graffiti tag up the space shuttle, I would do a lot more damage than just "the moon sucks" painted on the side.
Giant penis.
I would do something. I'd probably
Until
carve
the
it
spray
into the
paint
side.
ran out.
I'd bring more than one.
Bunch of dicks on it.
Ugh.
Bunch of dicks.
It made my ears hurt.
The movie?
Yeah.
No, you saying bunch of dicks multiple times.
Well.
Worst thing, the whole goddamn movie.
That was a bad one.
I did not like that at all.
Like I said, the acting. If the actors aren't even acting like they're acting, what's the point? What are we watching? And it reminds me of like 20 other things. Plus, like I said, I could have made it so much better by stealing other stuff, because I'm literally just borrowing from other things.
You mean Man on the Moon?
Man on the Moon, well, that's basically a remake of Man on the Moon anyway. But instead of making it billions of years, make it tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of years.
Does it matter at that point?
Well, you mean at the billions of years mark? How are you going to think of all the crazy crap they had to do to get there? You're talking about, fucking evolving from jellyfish through dinosaurs and everything in between.
Actually, jellyfish to us would be no problem. It would be the primordial slime to jellyfish that probably took...
That's what I'm saying. The moon made the planet and then seeded it with life and then forced evolved it for billions of years.
Yep.
That was stupid. The whole concept
4.5
is flawed.
billion years.
Whatever, that's more than...
And it got here before that.
1.1 billion is still billions of years. Anything over one's billions. So, but yeah. It was ridiculous.
How old is even the universe?
14, 15 billion, something like that, so they say. It's hard to tell through the firmament, but...
The firmament, eh?
Yeah, that's how you know this movie's made by the Chinese.
Because they don't believe in your firmament?
They think trees are still around, birds aren't spies, and the firmament's not real. Even though it's like, how do you float a satellite? If not with all that helium.
13.7 billion years. You were pretty close with that.
Yeah, something like that.
But that means that since we've only been around for 4.5, there could be a race of people.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You're like Necroning it up at this point. Was these the people fighting the old ones? Like, what is happening here?
Well, if the old ones were AI.
You get what I'm saying? The time
So
scale
what
is
have
all
we
messed up.
what have we learned about all of the AI movies that we've watched recently?
That you better be nice to the AI, otherwise they're going to do bad things to your face, if not other parts.
We didn't do anything wrong to them. They just didn't want to be slaves.
No, it was a preemptive strike.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, you enslaved him, right?
Did you, or did you give them money?
Huh. I mean, if they feel enslaved, if they rebel because
Well,
they're...
I mean, I feel enslaved every time I have to go to work. That doesn't make it true.
Yeah, but...
That's just me earning a living.
But they didn't... Your work didn't create you to work.
Didn't they?
No?
Didn't they?
And then probably blame your parents for that. They created you to work.
Those sons of bitches. Don't get me started on them.
I feel like that too. That's why none of my parents are allowed. Well, I guess any of my surviving parents are allowed at the compound.
Yeah. The shrine they built is weird.
Shrines are weird. I never understood the point. If it's not to the firmament, then what?
What
do we
else
do?
is there?
It's to their lost son.
Yeah, we don't talk about
The compound took us.
We don't talk about my brother. I guess with that being said,
On that side note,
Whew, good segue.
I don't want to be racist or whatever, but this guy's name is Ty Gook Ahan.
Taigukan?
Gook.
Taigukan!
Gook. Gook. That doesn't sound. You know what? I'm just gonna stop saying it. But it doesn't. It doesn't sound right. I don't know. Maybe I'm not pronouncing it right, but it sure looked like it. I'm just gonna say it. What noise does two O's make? Is it
Ooh.
like book?
Ooh. Right?
just cut the losses, please.
Good night.
Bye!